We all use one or the other apps these days, and we all know that there is a lot of code that is being run behind them. This will surprise you, but all the code that is being run behind these apps can often be broken down into three simple forms called sequences, conditionals, and loops. These sequences, conditionals, and loops come together to form most of our basic programs. So in this video, let us try to understand these three forms one by one and how and where are we already experiencing them in our daily life. First one is sequence. A sequence is a series of actions that are completed in a specific order. Action 1 is performed, then action 2, and then action 3 until all the actions in the sequence have been carried out. Example of following a sequence is making a sandwich using a recipe booklet as shown. Number 1. Take a bread and spread butter. Number 2. Add lettuce. Number 3. Add onions. Number 4. Add tomatoes. Number 5. Add cheese. And number 6. Put the second bread and cut in half. You follow each and every step as shown and in this order only. So you just follow the sequence. Conditionals are a bit different. Instead of following a specific order of events, they ask a question in order to figure out which path to take. Let's see at the sandwich recipe again. Let's say some of us don't like tomatoes in sandwich. So at the step of adding tomatoes, we will ask if the person for whom we are making the sandwich likes tomatoes in sandwich or not. And based on that, we will either add tomatoes or not. So now the steps will be take a bread and spread butter. Number 2, add lettuce. Number 3, add onions. At number 4, you will ask if the person likes tomatoes. If the person likes tomatoes, then add tomatoes, else skip this step. Number 5, add cheese. And number 6, put the second bread and cut in half. So you see, at the step of adding tomatoes, your action had two paths to choose. Either you could add tomatoes or skip this step and go directly to step 5. So this is all a conditional statement does, choosing which path to follow based on what it finds. The last form is a loop. Like conditionals, loops also ask questions. However, the difference is they ask the same question over and over again until a certain task is complete. For example, now suppose we need to make 4 sandwiches. So even though you may not realize it, but after making each sandwich, you are asking yourself, have I made 4 sandwiches? When the answer is no, you make one more sandwich. You continue to repeat this question after each sandwich until the answer is yes. And then you stop. It is easy to make 4 sandwiches. But what if you needed to make 500 sandwiches for a school trip? Instead of having to do the same steps over and over again, you would prefer to just do it once and have it automatically repeat until 500 sandwiches were made. Programmers often need to repeat the same code hundreds of times in one program. So they use loops to write the code only once and repeat it as many times as needed. These are the three main forms of programming structures that you will see in many simple programs to follow. That's all in this video. In the next video, we will learn about loops.